Hello everybody, and welcome back to DK64. We currently only have 2/5 of the DK crew at standby, but today, through Diddy's help, we're going to start our adventures into our next major area of the DK Isles, the Angry Aztec.
Aww.
Also, can I just say that, for some reason, that transition in just amused me so much. It's like DK's like, oh, my fly's open.
But DK, you don't even wear pants!
Oh, do I?
I guess we can talk about this. I don't know if it's in every hub, but every hub area moving forward will have some sort of banana barrel challenge.
Yep, it'll always have some sort of, well, actually, I think this is pretty much something that can be said for every hub portion of the game, where there is at least one golden banana for a Kong to find, if not two.
I think you might need a new special to get that up there.
Now, do
Might
these...
need... I would say more so hype. Diddy, even with his high-flying acrobatics, will not be able to reach that particular banana barrel. We're going to need another member of the DK crew in order to fly over there.
Now, do those count as DK Island bananas, or are they just complete separate in terms of our totals? Like, 5 bananas to a room, or... Oh. Medicine monkey should be burnt to a crisp. I don't know.
Where's that armadillo?
I lost my cannons.
Sorry. I missed it.
Oh, sorry.
No, you don't. I'll give him next time.
Imbecile! I don't like failure. Do you know what happens to failures? They get the stink eye!
Oh, boy.
Damn.
I've waited too long for this!
True.
Won't let those flea-bitten monkeys ruin my plans this time!
I like how he has, 5 dartboards behind him.
Of course, but also I'm also confused. He doesn't even technically K. Rool hasn't even met more than half of these people.
Honestly, I feel like, considering that they never really go into detail about how much time has passed between installments, I figured it's safe to assume that he would know them all.
Okay.
Oh yeah, so funny thing about Angry Aztec here is that, unlike Jungle Japes, where we only had one member of the DK crew to save, that being the one we're playing as right now.
Hey, look, Diddy, I know you really want to be Mickey Mouse, but you don't need to impersonate him every second.
Oh.
Well,
Every time you jump,
what are you talking about? This is my natural speaking voice.
Just wait till we jump again and I hear, oh! But, it's the next member of the DK crew.
No, it's
Camel
not.
Kong.
Camel Kong.
Listen to me, the key to my ocean.
It sometimes it progresses by itself sometimes, but
Actually, is that a
Yeah.
camel or a llama?
It's.
a camel.
I think it's supposed to be a camel, but
Okay.
Let's not worry about him for now. He's actually gonna. We're not gonna be able to free him till later,
okay,
after
well,
Diddy's done with his business. That being said, here's our another member of the DK crew who's going to be helping us along our journey, Candy Kong.
Rare. I mean, back in the SNES days, I was a little suspicious, but
Rare, do you need to answer some questions?
Rare, do we need to check your search history?
I'm not voicing this person.
Take it easy. My kid and tell you how she's gonna make you
I don't like the sounds that's coming out of this. So James, talking about what is Candy's purpose in our adventure?
Candy's purpose is that she's going to be giving every single Kong a brand new type of weapon of mass destruction at their disposal, musical instruments.
Oh, so this is where Tropical Freeze started it,
Extra one for free?
Something like that.
with the giant horn. So, now, unlike with...
That laugh.
No,
Guitar guessing.
So, I guess I forgot to ask, between Candy Kong and Funky Kong, Cranky Kong you can go to at least once in every single stage to get a new ability and stuff, but with a Candy and Funky, is there any reason to go back to them in any other stages, or is it really just that one purchase?
Well, aside from getting the instruments for every Kong, it does pay to revisit them on the very rare occasion because they will have, an upgrade that you can purchase. Say, if you could, later on in the game, you can buy...
I'm sorry, just that laugh.
I don't know.
Scares me.
It's very stock, because I'm pretty sure I've heard that particular laugh in a couple of other cartoons.
I'm fairly certain I hear it in horror movies.
No, yeah, that's the one in SpongeBob. Sorry, you had to see that. but yeah. So
I wouldn't be surprised if this was pretty much that sped up.
Also, I
is.
want to ask. She was also talking about. Oh, so she also like gives you not reductions, health extensions.
Yeah.
Only twice in the entire game, but she gave us our first health extension, which will pretty much last us a good while up until, I want to say, either the second to last or the last level in the game.
Right. Okay. Oh, so
Hello.
back to back to give James his chance to talk about this. So you mentioned that you can get like upgrades from them.
Yes. Again, at certain intervals in the game, Funky and Candy will allow you to purchase upgrades for your weapon or musical ammo.
Okay. And then the other question is, at the very start of this level, you mentioned that whereas most levels give us one Kong to save, this one has
Well, this one has 2, and this is the first of the 2, which Diddy can save.
Sorry, I'm afraid they got me. Good talk.
They got me too.
So okay, we gotta go save. Oh, jeez, Kremlin.
Yeah.
We're not saving the Kremlin, we're saving Tiny Kong, the little sister of Dixie Kong.
I still would like if after Metroid Prime 4 works out okay. If what the?
Oh boy.
Oh yeah, the claptraps in this game are not to be taken lightly because I mean, sure, one hit will definitely take them out, but that doesn't mean they're gonna give up fighting because their freaking chattering teeth will come and home in at you.
I remember being kind of disturbed by that.
Yeah, I was about to say. I love how like when you destroyed it, it just like exploded into a cloud of teeth.
But like it's that, and you still see. I think it's like its tongue or like something still connected to it as they're
careful.
chattering away.
Yeah, that always caught me off guard when I was younger. Just even though you've taken them out, they still have that one little counterattack that will literally chase after you for a brief while.
Right. But yeah, no. If Metroid Prime 4 works out okay, I do hope Retro can come back to make another Donkey Kong game.
I wouldn't mind it.
That'd be fun. I feel like we talked about this before, but I guess I wouldn't mind hearing your guys' thoughts on this. If you had to get someone other than Retro to make the next DK game, who would you get?
Platinum.
Platinum. What do you want? What do you want, Matt?
Gears for breakfast.
Oh, okay. I can see that.
That'd be neat. I mentioned like I know exactly why James said platinum. I would say like if I want for me, and I say this mainly because I wouldn't mind like another return to like something akin to 64. I kind of want to see Toys for Bob do something with this.
Toys for Bob
I
would be
mean,
good.
yeah, Toys for Bob would make the most sense for a gameplay style like this. Though, I mean, the only reason I bring up Platinum, though, is because more so than a Donkey Kong 64 successor, I'd rather see a Jungle Beat successor from
Yeah, that's why I said I knew why you brought them up.
That's fair. We'll get to. This is a silly face.
Yes, it is.
This Switch is a fucking disgrace.
Let's leave. And anyway,
I feel
I
like
realize
we
it's
should
just
pick
funny.
up the
and
pace.
stuff. Okay, well then let's turn about.
Hope you made sure to bring the mace.
Okay, that's better than I was about to say.
Alright,
Good.
this isn't a pun race.
And Matt pretty much won. So,
I'm actually okay.
yeah.
I'm okay with that. I'm okay with rhymes. So, puzzle time.
I don't think James likes it all the time.
We got.
What's
I'm a mime.
Oh, okay. We're still trying to keep that up. Okay, so I'm assuming we just freaking. Oh, jeez. I'm assuming we just spell the Kong. Oh, Kong. The
You
top
all
of
know
the
your
O
ABCs.
was
What
not
did
there.
you think it was spelling?
The top of the O was not there, and I was about to jokingly say it looked like it spelled something else. Anyway.
So, so we're spelling out Kung Fu.
Yeah. We can do it.
Well, the new Mortal Kombat movie did have a trailer release.
Oh yeah, I saw that. That's
We're gonna do it. We're gonna get that one up.
And with that, we've saved Tiny Kong.
Woohoo!
Ironically, despite saving her third, she's actually the fourth member of the DK crew.
Yeah, the third one's elsewhere in this level.
Yeah.
And then there's Chunky. He's dead.
Actually, speaking of dead, I don't know who brought up, but apparently there was a manga based on DK64. Lanky's the one who dies in that.
Yeah.
What?
There's a scene. I'll find a few later, Matt. But there's a it must have been a gag comic, and it must have just been like they all thought he was dead, but he wasn't. But all in all, there was a moment where Chunky, Tiny, Diddy, and Donkey Kong are all standing there, all teary-eyed, looking off into the sunset, while a low opacity drawing of Lanky Kong smiling as he is remembered is behind. I'll find that up in a bit.
Yeah, please find that.
Try
Again, it's like if they were to be more accurate to nowadays, that replace Lanky with Chunky Kong, because at least Lanky got one other game to be in, especially in the quote unquote modern ages.
But yeah, if you're
Right.
looking for, try checking Super
I got it.
Mario.
I've already found it. But I will say, so James, why are we starting with Diddy in this world?
Because if I want to instill my current policy of trying to clear every single Kong's missions in one fell swoop, for Angry Aztec, you're gonna want to start as Diddy. Because without him, you're not going to be able to access the second portion of the area.
Oh, like right there.
Stop messing about. All the sand is beginning. Goddamn. I'm going to make him David Spade.
Oh, I thought you're trying to be Anakin. Like, oh, the sand's getting everywhere. It's coarse. It's rough.
Oh no,
It gets
I'm
everywhere.
a bad llama. Bad llama.
But I want to ask, like, so
Careful.
is there always going to be at least one thing for every Kong in every world?
Yep. Every single Kong will have a blueprint, 100 regular bananas, 5 golden bananas, and
There's a
that's
lot
about
of shit.
yes, there is indeed a lot of shit.
But again, I'm okay with it to an extent. Like, it's dense, as long as the challenges aren't stupid
You're
hard.
the one who likes the pieces of shit in Breath of the Wild.
Hey, he only collected them. He never said he liked them.
Yeah, that's true. All
They
right.
don't exactly smell like roses, you know. Speaking of roses, Rocket Barrel Boost.
Oh snap! We got our jetpack.
Yep,
Yeah.
this is the again, much like the peanut pop guns, this is where it also got its start. I don't know whether you deserve this, Gem. Oh, all right. Jump into my barrel with your face on it to try out my prototype jet barrel. Take it to the air if you can, but keep an eye on your crystal coconuts, as I'm afraid it's a bit thirsty.
And keep an eye on your MacGuffin from the TV show. That was never the thing until this game.
Oh yeah, but I mean,
Yeah, that was still so funny to me that, after the Donkey Kong Country show where you had this one mystical artifact that pretty much granted any and all wishes and, could very much
Fucking
decide...
everywhere now.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, boy.
They pretty much condensed it as little collectibles that act as a fuel source for the Kong's special transformations.
which okay, so that's another thing. Like, the game is dense in that it has all
Oh, boy.
these different like utilities, all these different mechanics. Like now, every Kong will have a barrel with their face on it, which will activate a special mode, which requires
Oops, wrong way.
which requires the coconuts as fuel and reach for the
But yes.
sky.
But it's kind of amusing because, like, we were talking about how, like, now the crystal coconuts are everywhere. I think, aside from this game, the only other game I can remember them appearing is in King of Swing.
Well, they're all over the place here.
If you collect them all in King of Swing, you unlock the New Game Plus with Diddy Kong.
By the way, so earlier I mentioned really quick. I apologize.
Guys,
What the hell did we just watch
They're
them
fused
ascend?
together.
how about a guitar solo?
And basically, unless you're on a specific pad, ow, you did it. You split them up. Every single instrument is basically just a glorified screen nuke.
Yeah.
Yes.
Anyway, so earlier I mentioned the Mortal Kombat trailer. So, Steve, what did you think of it?
It looked pretty interesting from what I can see. Like, it definitely does a better job of delivering gore than, like, the other two live-action Mortal Kombat movies. The only thing that I'm a little bit uncertain about, and I remember, like, one of my fellow VO friends brought up, is that how come, like, I know there are some movies that did this, but he thinks it's especially grueling here. How come they have to make the main character like the movie's OC instead of the main character being one of the already established characters of the series?
Because it might actually be an established character. Spoilers. Somebody noted that Cole that
Oops.
the character.
Yeah, the physics on the jetpack can be a little finicky.
So somebody.
They're very loose.
Yeah, continue,
Okay,
Matt.
so someone.
So somebody mentioned that the character Cole Young, a lot of people are going like, why isn't it Johnny Cage or something like that? And somebody actually did bring up something, and you saw me mention it. Cole Young's name kind of sounds like Kuai Liang, which is the name of the second Sub-Zero. And with how much they're pushing Sub-Zero in this movie, it might be that he's like a ancestor, or like he's a descendant, or a lost sibling.
By the way, for those of you that are going to watch this video in the far future, tell us if that actually ended up being the case.
I'm curious, but I will ask about the games themselves now for a bit. So there were 2 Sub-Zeros, were there 2 Scorpions?
No.
No, just one.
No,
So he's just been hunting every single Sub-Zero ever?
No. So the first Sub-Zero is the only one Scorpion has ever really hunted. It's because the first Sub-Zero, Baihan, was the one who killed his family. Or at least was believed until it was revealed as Quan Chi posing as
Right, back in
Baihan.
Mortal Kombat. Yeah, which is a little bit of a gimme, but... Oh,
Yeah, I was
jeez,
about
I
to say,
forgot
that
how
seemed
terrified
like
that voice is.
Yeah, but I was about to say, framing by hand for that kind of seems like a really noob move.
Yeah, but that's why eventually...
Honestly, sorry.
That's why eventually he becomes Noob Saibot, in that the whole thing about him is that, like, the whole thing is that Scorpion could have let things go. He truly could have. But in killing Baihan, who he thinks was the one who did it, it turns out it wasn't him.
Oh.
He also kind of...
Nice.
Like, that was pretty much one of the plans Quan Chi and the Netherrealm had to taking over the world, in that if they killed Baihan, they could make him stronger by turning him into one of their minions, Noob Saibot.
I want to ask, like, I want to say this was established in one of the games, but wasn't there one point where, like, after Scorpion realized that, like, oh no wait, he wasn't the man that killed my family, like, he actually just out of remorse acted like as a guardian for one of the other Sub-Zeros?
Yes.
It's one of those freaking buzzards from the Jungle Book movie.
This one decided to live his dream as an aviator.
Okay. Sorry.
Wait,
sorry.
hold on. He's living his dream as an aviator with fucking Power Rangers music.
That's because we're still in our jetpack mode.
Freedom! Thanks, Diddy. If you fancy a test of your flying skill, oh, come
Okay.
on. Oh my god.
But okay,
that's kind of the problem you face when you map speeding up the text with the same button that lets you use your jetpack.
Right, because we're trying to still fly. But I was gonna say, and another thing we were gonna say was that that was my mistake. I thought his goggles were his hair, and all the freaking buzzards in Jungle Book had Beetle's hair.
Oh
Oh,
yeah.
here you are, Diddy. I thought you got lost. Follow me around the level and fly through all the rings I leave behind if you want to win a prize.
We're
Okay.
going to Superman 64 this bitch.
Literally.
At least we don't get. I don't think we get a time limit per se.
You are timed. If you take too long trying to get these rings, the buzzer will just buzz off.
Damn.
Gotcha.
But we
Wait,
get
wait,
infinite
hurry
Carry
fuel.
on up.
But by the way, just to let you know, yes, technically that does happen, Steve, with the whole what Scorpion does. Scorpion eventually realizes that Baihan was framed, and when Xiao Lang, the brother of Baihan, turns into the new Sub-Zero, he basically vows that he won't let that same mistake happen.
Well, that's handy. Okay, well, so Scorpion a good guy now?
Oh, Scorpion has always been a good guy. He's part of the Earthrealm Fighters.
Now he is anyway.
Well,
Right,
no,
'cause I
even
remember-
in the original, he is a good guy. It was the first movie that fucked things up.
And Defenders of the Realm.
Yeah, and Defenders of the Realm.
But all in all, we'll have to look forward to see what happens, and I look forward to seeing Daffy get ripped through the hole by Scorpion.
Oh no,
every day.
that's only in the recent animated movie, which I do love that they did that.
That
yeah.
was great.
And I've seen someone bring it up before, and I agree. I really hope that's a running gag with every new animated film they release under that studio. A different thing pulls Daffy into the logo.
That'd be funny.
Speaking of Mortal Kombat, something about the atmosphere in this particular sequence does feel very Mortal Kombat-esque.
I hate this. Just wait for it because it's a nice.
But you just killed Reptile before you just killed Reptile before Kano could. By the way, that's
There
a
you go.
spoiler in the trailer. Kano kills Reptile.
Wow, they just kind of just put it right out there. But anyway, yeah, this thing coming up right up ahead, I think, or is this a different Kong that we see it happen?
Oh no! This happens to at least 4 of the 5 Kongs that go into this temple.
Die.
Boop.
Stop being Mickey Mouse, Diddy.
So thing.
What can I say? It's part of. That's just my natural speaking voice.
Yeah. Best use the orange grenades on these suckers.
Yeah, on the clubs.
Not just yet.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because you'll see what happens later,
oh,
Matt. I forgot. I keep forgetting if I already asked in these previous things if you've ever played these games before or ever seen
I
a full
never
playthrough of
played.
them.
I never played DK64. I watched you play DK64 when it was re-released on the.
Nice.
Wii U.
When it was re-released on the Wii U years ago.
That's
never
true.
did play this, but I have played a lot of Banjo-Kazooie. That was my childhood, so yeah, I do.
I want to ask, like, just an
Oh,
offshoot
hang on,
of
wait. The Mortal Kombat aesthetic.
Oh yeah, to really hammer it home.
We got it.
that. Where is it, smug boy?
Okay.
Okay.
Move.
What did you say, sir?
Yeah, basically, if that timer reaches 0, he will. Yeah, if you don't leave in time, that thing will fire a freaking insta-kill sniper round at you.
Oh boy. Okay, now, before I forget, like, just as an offshoot of that question, have you ever had any experience with any of, like, the Donkey Kong games, whether it be the country games or, like,
Oh
the
yeah, I
newer
played.
ones?
I did play a lot of country. Specifically Country 2. I like Country 2 more than the first one personally. And I do want to play them more and all that. So,
Well, all three of them are on Switch Online.
oh, I know.
Again, I still think it's hilarious that all three of them were practically released in sequence.
Yeah, all three of them
yeah.
are on Switch Online, and yet no other really good game is on Switch Online either. Please, for the love of God, just give us fucking Earthbound. God damn it.
It'll be there in a matter of time. It's just, I will agree. This current release thread as of this recording is a little, weak. Though I do still find it oddly amusing that of all things to put on the servers, they would put prehistoric mod on there.
Like, there's
Oh, boy.
nothing interests me on whenever they release anything, and nothing interests anyone.
It's almost like some people. It's like most people have a one-track mind of what they like on the service.
I'm sorry, what was that?
Can you speak up? So,
But hey,
It's like-
blame Logan for insisting that being a running thing.
But
just
yeah,
for
it's-
like one time, I'm okay now.
It's basically like Nintendo just purposely puts the shit on there. I don't know why. It's just like, alright, men, should we put down this cult classic that everybody loves and remembers and is considered one of the greatest video games ever made? Or do we put this unicycle video game? Unicycle video game. Yeah, the
Let's
unicycle
get
video
let's
game
get Diddy
sounds
on the
good.
unicycle.
Yep, let's do the unicycle game.
You say that. I mean, Nintendo got in trouble for putting out a unicycle game thanks to Pixar.
That's what we need, Kong. Another golden banana for
Wait.
you.
Oh yeah, here's the second thingy. But wait, they got in trouble with Pixar for that?
Yeah,
Yes.
because the unicycle because the unicycle looked like a unicycle, and Pixar thought, oh, that's enough to sue.
Do they own the copyright on unicycles?
Wait, like, did it look like one of the characters from the films, or?
No, it is basically one of their shorts that they did a long time ago. Had a red unicycle in it, and that one unicycle game just had a red unicycle. Just happened to have one. And because apparently all red unicycles don't look the exact fucking same, despite the fact that they do, they decided, you know what, we should sue.
Basically, in putting in that red unicycle, they raised just enough red flags to get Pixar on their asses.
That is.
And apparently no one seemed to have been complaining about it.
That's
Well, because of that whole thing, Nintendo was forced to, drop any and all future purchases of that game.
That's still really. Man, freaking copyright is such a silly thing in this world.
Why can't everyone own everything?
Well, just like why can't people just be like, I don't know, like, unless they were like personally making a shout out to all red unicycles that something offensive was done with the red unicycle. I don't understand why having the red unicycle was in and of itself an affront.
killed my grandma, okay?
Yeah.
Because the whole thing is that basically,
Whoa.
because the red unicycle looked the exact same as all red unicycles did, it just happened to also look like the red unicycle from that Pixar
Let's see,
short.
how many bananas do we eat?
Oh, well.
Not
9.
quite enough.
Yeah,
Oh, well.
we might need a few more.
Oh, well.
I just get the suspicion.
DK, I think I might need your help here.
Well, no
First, let me
worries.
go and deliver my bananas.
So that's what's gonna happen here, James, that we'll just, like, cap everything off with just banking in however many we got?
Pretty much, yeah.
I'm disturbed
Okay.
by these guys. I'm really
Yeah.
disturbed by them.
Gaze in awe at their nipple piercings.
Oh boy.
You could
never
reach-
mind.
You could reach that. Ah, well.
He totally could, but he's just too fat. On that note,
Fine.
ladies and gentlemen, see you all as DK takes over for Angry Aztec Cleanup.
Alrighty.
Fight.